All right, Ramsey show ending. After show beginning. There we are. And let's see if we got sound. After show beginning. There we are. My voice sounds horrible, but I did hear it, which means we have sound. So we're good there. Do my housekeeping. Alrighty, so live. From, where am I at? Cabot, Arkansas. Forgot where I was for a second. This is the Ramsey Show After Show. And let me do a big plug for myself. If you want more financial content, you just scroll down on my youtube.com/coachstevemoney page, and then you just go down to answer your financial questions with Ramsey Solutions Certified Coach Steve Money. That is a long title, and that is my weekend show, and I do that at Ramsey time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, when the Ramsey show comes on during the week. I do it on the weekends at the same time. And of course, this show, the Ramsey Show After Show, this is episode number 376 that we're doing now. And I forgot to change it from Wednesday, and so I'll make that change later on that so it shows the right number. And also there are soon to be 10, now it's 9 Ramsey centric songs, and I'm going to do 3 of those coming up here in a second. Actually, let's do it right now. All right. Thanks to everybody watching. Appreciate it. Now, you know, since I've not been able to do a after show every day since I moved and got a different job, you know that I have been waiting to be off on a Friday, because you know what song is going to happen right now. Yeah, 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 yeah. At 7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal, seeing everything, the time is going, ticking on and on, everybody's rushing, gotta get down to the bus stop, gotta set up, which I see my friends kicking in the front seat, sitting in the YouTube chat. Gotta make my mind up for what's can I take. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. We're partying, yeah. We're budgeting, yeah. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Alright, been waiting to do that a long time. So fun. In the driver's seat today was Jade Warshaw, and so here is her song. She wanted to host, and yes, Dave needed one. Deadfought Warshaw and Warshaw won. Deadfought Warshaw and Warshaw won. If you want some sass, Jada's got tons. Deadfought Warshaw and Warshaw won. Deadfought Warshaw and Warshaw won. Jaden sent it up for 60 down, but now they have mutual funds. They're incredibly in better shape now. That fought Warsaw and Warsaw won. That fought Warsaw and Warsaw won. Helping people get the steps done. Dead fought Warsaw and Warsaw won. Dead fought Warsaw and Warsaw won. Financial peace for all is their mission. Dead fought Warsaw and Warsaw won. Dead fought Warsaw and Warsaw won. Bridge again. Jaden Sen paid off for 60,000, but now they have mutual funds. They're incredibly in better shape now. That fought Warsaw and Warsaw won. That fought Warsaw and Warsaw won. Alrighty. Let's just check on the chat for a second. Oh, nobody's saying anything. That's okay. That's all right. We'll just keep the momentum going. And in the co-pilot chair today was Mr. George Camel. And, of course, this is not scrolled up for me practicing it earlier. And we'll see if the practice helps. Saving money now. A lot of music in this one. He hosted the live YouTube show back in the day. King Coleman calls him George Camel with a K. George hosted 3 podcasts. They didn't cost a cent. Still don't. Borrowed Future, Andre, Leadership, and the Frame Print. But now he's a co-host. Ramsey personality. Messed it up. He hosts with RC. He'll tell you to sell your car. He'll tell you to sell your horse. And if you're a crypto bro, he'll tell you that, of course. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail with Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo or Razo Sendeloni, where's flannel? No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Save your money now! So much music. Now George is a millionaire and a charismatic bloke. You can order his first book, Breaking Free from Broke. He addresses the hard topics, even mention fire, fixed income, retire early, but here's what drew the ire. 4% withdrawal rate was not what George advised. In fact, he said, do not do that, call him mischaracterized. George is a hygiene homie, he's a tidy mammal, he's got his own YouTube channel called George Camel. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo or Razo Sendeloni, where's flannel? No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Save your money now! Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo or Razo Sendeloni, where's flannel? No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Save your money now. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wore ASOS and Deloney wears flannel. No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Save your money now! Thought that was it. There we go. All right. So many musics in that part. Alrighty. Okay. And finally, we always do a baby step song. Not the horse. Yes, the horse, Ellie. All right. On Wednesday's show, I did the original baby step song, and this is the newer baby step song. If you want to fix your finances, I know a guy can help you get debt free. If you didn't know he has a show, and let me tell you, the advice is really great for you and me. Step 1, start emergency fund, then it's time to pay off your debt. That's step 2, that you're beginning small and largest, you'll be winning, ain't seen nothing yet. You and me, this time we're reppin'. Hey, look at us, we're baby stepping. This is the way, we're baby stepping. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. We're baby stepping. 1,000 fund, pay off debt, full fund, invest, kid college, pay off house, build wealth. We're baby stepping. And then you'll be in step 3, saving for emergencies, and that's financial peace. And 3 to 6 months of expenses, you remain gazelle intensive, then there's less urgency. Step 4, investing, retirement, needs addressing, save your kids a college gift. Before you know, you're step 6, paying off your residence, septic, and build wealth and give. You and me, daytime and repping. Hey, look at us, we're baby stepping. This is the way, we're baby stepping. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. We're baby stepping. 1,000 fund, pay off debt, full fund, invest, kid college, pay off house, build wealth. We're baby stepping. If you pay cash instead of lease, then your wealth will be increased. You can have financial peace. If you pay cash instead of lease, then your wealth will be increased. You can have financial peace. A name for every dollar, that's intention. What up, Matty Bags? Hashtag mention. Do the steps I go of apprehension. I said a name for every dollar, that's intention. What up, Matty Bags? Hashtag mention. Do the steps I go of apprehension. You and me, this time we're repping. Hey, look at us, we're baby stepping. This is the way, we're baby stepping. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. We're baby stepping. If you pay cash instead of lease, you can see your wealth increase. You can have financial peace. If you pay cash instead of lease, you can see your wealth increase. You can have financial peace. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. We're baby stepping. 1,000 fund, pay off debt, full fund, invest, kid college, pay off house, build wealth. We're baby stepping. All right. Cool. Again, thanks everybody for watching now and also anybody watching in the future. And it's time for market report. I'm not singing anymore. Don't need the earbuds. Alrighty, so we got a mixed day, pretty low, choppy trade today, according to the headline right here, and that's the Dow Jones Total Market Index, barely up here, 0.04, but that's better than the S&P 500 and the NAS, both in the 0.16 of the point teens percent down. But the Russell Small Cap Index up at 0.23%. So pretty flat today, pretty flat. Let's see what we got for the most followed single stocks on the Google. The most up today would be, it looks like, Alphabet, which owns Google. 1.89%, and Meta the most down at 1.38%. Meta had been going up a lot, so probably only a matter of time before it would be coming back down. Even Nvidia was negative today, I believe. Let's see what else we got going around the rest of the entire world. Everything down in Europe. Asia, everything down as well. Let's see how the dollar's doing. Normally when the market is down, the dollar is up above everybody else. And let's see, US dollar up above the euro, up above the Japanese yen, US dollar up against the British pound, love. All that bloody quid down to the US dollar. US dollar up against the Canadian dollar, but the Australian dollar is up against the US dollar. Our pals in crypto all down as well today. Bitcoin seems to keep going down, keep going down. That's not what we want. Not just the day. We want the month. See what it's doing over recently? It's going down. It comes back up some, but it just keeps going down and down and down. The previous high, where are we at today? It's 64,000, and it was at like 71 at one time. And that is the problem, of course, with the crypto in general, but especially the Bitcoin. You can see right here the Twin Towers right here, where it just tanked. And then it came back. It was like in 4 months, it was back to a new high already. And then this took a lot longer, as you can see, to come back up. And then, like I said, it was at 71,000, I think. But since then, since the halving, it's just been slowly coming down. So don't know about that. Still not advised. Ethereum, just in the time we're talking here, this is live. This is 24 hours tracking here, not like the market that closes at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And so Ethereum turned positive, but everything, all the other top cryptos are down. Let's see what's up in our market. Looks like everything down except the Dow total. But a lot can happen. There'll be early trading in the morning as well. After hours trading still going on for a little while today, I think. And then I think you get 4 hours of before market trading. That will be the future numbers. And then we'll see where we're at when the market. Oh no! Today's Friday. Got to get down on Friday. Forgot about that. So this will be for Monday. This is going into Monday. So Monday morning there will be more trading. Alrighty. I think that's all we wanted to talk about the market. Got some stories here. Starlink Mini brings space internet to backpackers, and so basically it's Starlink, but you have it. You can carry it with you. So, talking about hikers and such like that, you don't ever have to be without internet as long as the satellite can reach you, of course. So I don't know that you can be in, a dense jungle or something like that and still get it. I don't know what the thing will be, but it's a laptop-sized dish and can be powered by a standard USB power bank. And let's see, using less power than other Starlink terminals, it can still deliver speeds over 100 megabit per second. All right. Product will change the world, claimed SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, saying it took less than 5 minutes to set up. All right. Cool. Interesting. Always new tech's always fun. And this, again, not scrolled up. Bad me. Bad show producer, which is me still at this point. Home prices hit record high in May as sales stall. And they talk at the same time in this article saying the sales stall, but then saying it's high demand. So see if we can make sense of it here. Inventory for homes for sale jumped up. And so the inventory is one of the problems why prices are so high, but it jumped up 6.7% from April to May. And median price existing homes sold in May of $419,300, and that's record. Okay, 5.8% over last year this time. Sales of previously owned homes, though, are sitting at a 30-year low and didn't move much in May as prices hit a new record and mortgage rates remain high. Yeah. So so-called existing, so-called, I don't know why they had to put so-called existing home sales. That is what it is. It is an existing home sale. So that's always funny when people like try to throw extra words in articles. Crazy. Where is it that they home sales refuse to recover? So they're saying because they're not being at a faster pace, but then saying we're not saying it. But then where is it saying the demand? It says in there somewhere. Still very low given demographics and demand. So they're saying the demand is higher here. The demand continues to push prices higher. So it's very weird that it talks about both of them happening at the same time. Alrighty, so let's get into some questions. Credit card advice. This is from Electric Hall 9007. This is from reddit.com/Dave Ramsey. And then we sort by new, and then we scroll to the bottom of it. I used to start from the top, but then that's more problem to find out where you left off, which ones you've already done. And I would miss questions sometimes. And so this way I get all the questions, and that way I don't run out like I did before. And so this particular week I have streams. I did an after show on Wednesday and then today's show. And then I also have Saturday and Sunday this weekend, the different show answering your financial questions with Coach Steve Money. And so I wanted to make sure I didn't run out of questions. That has happened before. This being 8 days ago, I think we'll probably be all right to make it through Sunday's stream without running out of questions. And that show, answering your financial questions, is just the questions. Every once in a while I'll talk about something else if something in the question makes me think about it, but there's no song. Sorry. I know you don't. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, you know what I don't get enough of in my everyday life is enough of Steve singing. I understand that. I feel for you. And that's why I have that music playlist. So you can just put that on a loop, dog. Credit card advice. The answer is no on that. Don't have one. Advice on credit card. Hello, everyone. Hi, guys. I've been following Dave Ramsey's advice since I was a children, which means I've never had a credit card and currently have no credit history. Great. I'm in my mid-20s, married. My wife and I saved around $100,000 for our house, which we plan to buy within the next 12 months. We also have a $15K emergency fund and an additional $5 to $10K spread across various savings accounts. Our investments total $85K, and we've recently bought 2 cars with cash. We have no debt whatsoever. Given this situation, should I continue without a credit card? Yes. Even if you wait a year, because your credit is new, it may still not go up and help you. Being already where you are with no credit history, it's already indeterminable. That is better than having a low credit score. So I don't think we need the rest of that. I don't know what his or not continue with a credit card. Yeah. Continue to. You had the right instincts all along in following his advice since you were a kid. I wish I started following his advice first time I heard him, and then continued to listen to him every night and still didn't follow his advice. Dumb. See, I can call myself dumb too. I was definitely dumb. That's how I know it. And that's how I can spot it so easily, because I did the exact same stupid crap. This is Kellycan underscore. Kellycan blank. What should my grocery budget be? That's good. So for $50 per... Okay, this one I did on the last stream. Sometimes these change order for some reason. But grocery budget, little as possible, especially on steps 1, 2, and 3. But I mean, $50 per person, and you're including stuff for 3 dogs as a per person item. That's not that bad probably. But you know, if you don't have to buy it, don't buy it. If you can buy it cheaper, rural Arkansas. So yeah, the lower range for cost of living. True. So yeah, that's probably pretty good in there. You can always it never hurts to check to see what you can like stop buying that costs more money, where you can save more money. Never hurts to check on that. Psychological wafer 9. I get it, because it's like psychological warfare, and they just changed that to wafer. I'm assuming, unless they had some other reason, and it just happens to be a play on psychological warfare. I've played that with some people. No names. I just paid off all my credit in installment loans, and now I have medical in collections the day after I paid everything off. Okay, well, I mean, they must have maybe they were past due. I don't know why you would just do your credit and installment loans and ignore those, but like if they were already late and such, the idea is to pay off the things you're current on. Get current is part of step 0 though. But anyway, we go from where you are now, not the way you should have done it. Although I do point out the way people should have done it, just so people that will be starting the baby steps, so they know about that particular situation and do not do it that way. Never even knew I had this going on, and I was working towards getting my emergency fund going ASAP. Oh, you didn't know you had medical and collections? Now I'm just screwed. My medical insurance never told me I was dropped because I didn't have a drill for the National Guard 1 month. So it never got paid, and they never put my pay into a debt, which they always did, okay? So I had an ER visit and thought I was fine, took care of the bills that were out of network, and did my due diligence. That's D-U-E, diligence, not the D-O. And haven't had any mail apart from one yesterday and an email today saying I owed this. I don't know that you did due diligence on that necessarily. Like if you would normally get statements and stuff where the insurance would pay it and you didn't this time, you ignored that. You know, so I don't know that you did due diligence or not. I haven't had any mail apart from yesterday and an email today saying I owed this. Okay, yeah, you would think that they would send you mail I mean, you know, unless the medical facility gave up on it. It doesn't sound like it was that long ago. The medical facilities don't generally give up on you that early, and it's in collections already. So collections seems to be like is normally something that where it's been owed for a long time. So, and maybe it just fell into the cracks. That does happen. So what do you do? 1998 car making $73K. I mean, that's not nothing. Let's see what the rest is. $73K before taxes, working my A off to get my credit up. Was projected to get back to 700s this year. And now what? Yeah, nobody cares about the credit score. The only way they won't report this to any credit. Well, fortunately, you're asking on the Dave Ramsey subreddit. And guess what? You are very lucky because we don't give a flip about your credit score. So it doesn't matter. Great. So now you're on the right team. Since you are going to have a bad credit score now. Great. You close all your, you paid off all your debt, you said. You paid off all the other debt except this collection stuff. And so once you pay off the collection stuff, that's going to go to zero. And which is where indeterminable, actually, which is what you want it to be. Indeterminate. Indeterminable, one of those. The only way they won't, if I pay $7,000 today and I don't have anything, right? So let them report it. It doesn't matter. People think it matters so much just because it's drilled into your head all the time by, like, you know, adults around you, maybe even parents or stuff, and then always commercials and stuff saying, "Oh, you can get your credit up." And everybody think it's so important to have a credit score. It doesn't matter. You do not need a credit score. At least in the Estados Unidos, some other countries like Canada or whatever, I think they, for some dumb reason, don't do manual underwriting or something like that. But I don't know. I don't live there, so I don't know for sure. That's it. Got a CT scan with no contrast and sat in a hallway. Now I have paid $5,000 to everyone else, and the hospital still wanted $30,000. Okay. Oh, but don't worry, they discounted it by $18,000. Okay, that's great. Yeah, that's better than nothing. So yeah, here's what you do: you pay that off, just like you owe it. You pay it off, just like you paid off the other stuff. I don't know what the problem is here, except you're mad because nobody called you up and held your hand and said, "Oh, well, because you aren't having drills this one month with the National Guard, you don't have a drill. That means the medical insurance is dropping you. Nobody told you that." So, you know, that's rough, but, you know, that's life. You got to deal with that kind of stuff sometimes. So you just pay it off. Doing the credit and installment loans, that was dumb too. And so, and nobody, you didn't complain about that. You just paid it off. So don't complain about this and just pay it off. You do owe it. And if it's in collections, you can negotiate with them. Save up a certain amount. So if it's $18,000 in collections, then maybe you can sell that for 10 instead. Try. I mean, or save up $5,000 even and call them and offer it to them. And of course, anytime you do that, you must have that in writing. And also, you do not give them access to your bank account. You do a cashier's check for that, or money order, whatever you can do. You do not give them access to your bank account to pull it out, because guess what? They'll somehow accidentally pull out the entire amount instead of the amount you agreed on. And definitely, you want to get it in writing. Email is fine. But yeah, you want to keep all those records. Alrighty. General Shape 5621. Should I make a big down payment on a house? Yeah, as much as you can. I mean, if you have cash laying around, especially if you've been saving a big down payment, yeah, you definitely do that. And that's less mortgage you would have to take out. Let's see, I'm interested in buying a $350,000 house. This at a 7.5 interest rate. I own shares for my company that are about to sell, maybe, instead of sale. And I should have about $300,000 liquidity. Should I make a $250,000 down payment? Yes. People say you shouldn't make a huge down payment, but at 7.5 interest, I'm not sure. Yes, the more you put down, the less interest you'll have to pay on that. What people say a lot of dumb crap. So don't believe that everything that everybody says is right. And what they may be thinking about is, instead, you should invest that money instead, because the S&P 500 can make 10% a year, and this is only 7.5%. So you can debt leverage your mortgage in order to invest more. No, that's not how we do it. You would pay that mortgage down as fast as possible, and best case scenario, you don't have a mortgage at all, or you have one that is $350,000. Where is it? No, $300,000. or no, 250K is the amount that he's going to do down payment. I wonder where the 50K is going. For fun stuff for the new house, maybe? Anyway, you would put the 250K down on it. It's the best. First best is to put everything down, meaning buy it in cash. The second best is to put as much as you can down on it, and including maybe not spend whatever you want to spend that extra 50 on of this 300K liquidity. All right, this Ash Duncan, paying off debt versus stacking cash. The kids love to call it that. I think I did this too. Losing my job in big tech and needing advice. I land 2 jobs to question. My personal savings took a bit of it with the layoff, and I'm slowly rebuilding my question. Should I use the money I have in savings to pay off my credit card? Yeah, 13K, yes. Remaining in savings. Okay. So you got 2 jobs. So you're working now. So yes. So that means you continue the baby steps, and so that means you have only $1,000 in cash while you have debts and savings. $1,000 in savings. Doesn't have to be cash. It just has to be liquid where you can get it immediately. Even for baby step 1, no high yield savings account that's going to take 1 to 3 day transfer. You have to have immediate access to it. So that means check writing or debit card access. Let's see. I think I may be a bit paranoid about being laid off. I mean, you just got hired. You're not going to be fired again so soon, almost certainly. Why is that under news? I guess that's news in this person's life. Okay, yeah, but I think I had talked about that before. The Bear Yogi Dog. Should I spend $10,000 to recast 2 of my mortgage loans? No, you should never have 2 mortgages. First of all, doing it wrong. The bank is telling me the requirement is to make a minimum payment of $5,000 each at $250 for 2 on rentals. Yeah, no. So if they're both your rentals, no, sell one and own the other one outright then. And then later you can save the tons of cash you're making from the rentals, like you think you are, and buy a second rental in cash. So that would be the do cash flow enough to offset my own living expense in my current home. Okay, that's great. So edit, thanks for all the insights. I don't think it's worth the... Oh, let's see. I'm curious to what insight other Redditors gave him. Oh, I don't think it's worth the consideration after these discussions. Yep. Don't do that. And you shouldn't have 2 mortgages. You shouldn't have even 1 mortgage on a rental. That's business, and you do business stuff at the speed of cash. You only get a mortgage for a house you are living in, which you have of it, apparently, do you? Not my current home mortgage. Okay, so it doesn't cover the mortgage, but just the utilities, internet, and cell phone bill. That's not that much. If they're only cash flowing enough to pay a cell phone bill, internet, and utilities, that's not enough to bother with it. Then you should sell both of them. My goodness. That is a crazy low amount. Flaky Calligrapher is either posted a lot or I did this one too already. Car was stolen from a driveway about 2 weeks ago. They found my car. All I know. Key is gone and I can't start it. I called the adjuster to ask if we just backtrack and I return the pay out. Oh, officially declared a total loss. 9 p.m. last night, I get a call from police about an hour away. They found my car. Yeah, that happened to me as well. I'm trying to... I can't remember. Hashtag dementia. I can't recall if it was my car or my wife's. I think it was my wife's car that, at the time, ex-wife now, I think it was her car, and eventually she got a new car, and I was driving that one. And so, yeah, the insurance settled on it, and like it was within a few days after that they found the car. And so You know, and I called the insurance about it, and they said, it's over. Don't worry about it. So great. Yeah, since the title is already, yep, I mean, the insurance company can have it. And do whatever they do with it. Cardboard Stripes 20. After I get my emergency fund full, should I cash flow a new computer? If you, well, I mean, on step 4, by getting to step 4, you've earned the right to put things in your budget, like even a new computer. Let's see, I'm in the tech world and I've been for over 10 years. I do a bit of everything, mostly front end development. Make up your own joke there. I've been looking at jobs recently, and most I'm only a handle. Most time, only a handful of skills shy. Oh, and mostly I'm only a handful of skills shy of being fully qualified. I figured it out eventually. And the pay is substantially higher than, more than double my current salary. Doubling it. Shout out Troy Story. He's one of us chatters that has gone away. Been a long time since he's been in chat. I've been searching around and found quite a few courses I can do after working on weekends. Okay. The problem and reason for my question, I don't own a very good personal computer. The one I have is very cheap and slow computer. It can barely handle, so you're saying it can't do the coding or whatever, and you need it to do coding. Boom. The one I have is very cheap, slow computer. It can barely handle me browsing with one tab on any website. Well, that's certainly not going to run anything else then. I do have a work computer, but I'm not allowed as a personal use. It is in my contract. That's fine. That's, you know, you got to respect that. I should have about $900 a month after expenses free. So it would be about a month of putting it aside before I could get it done. Right. You don't need more than a $900 computer. That's fine. So 1 month, and that's it. Considering how much this could help my income, does this make sense? Cash flow this and then work on the snowball method. You're done with that. After I get my emergency fund, should I? Doesn't say what step, but this makes it seem like he's talking about the $1,000 emergency fund. If you're trying to do 3 to 6 months of expenses already and you still have debt, you're doing it wrong. So let's take a look. Only 12 comments. Let's see. Everybody, yeah, emergency fund is a fully funded emergency fund. Me too. BPS 502. BPS 502. That's like a Star Wars droid name. Oh, I should add. I'm in Canada, eh? So they're a little more expensive over here, eh? I think $900 would be about the bare minimum for a good computer here. Well, you need to defect to the United States, sir. I've never built a computer before, but we'll look at the used route. Yeah, you don't, you know, like in a situation like this where you're trying to get something that works, to take courses and stuff, to learn how to make more money, to have more skills in computers. You don't start there. You can build a computer later. When you can cash flow that. But if you're talking about doing that instead of paying off debt, I don't think so, dog. I think you got to pay off the debt first, get the full emergency fund, and then that's when you make big changes like that. Because the problem is, you can get that computer and you can do those courses, but you might suck at what those courses are and you can't do it, and then you can't get a better job. Or you could be great at it and have no problem with it, and then you still can't get a better job for whatever reason. So that's not gonna fly. Bought this one cheap last year for less than $200. Yeah, no wonder. That's like a freaking tablet. I'm trying to put them to eBay for like a used computer or something like that. So yeah, he's gonna look into a used computer. So yeah, 900 is a bit much if you've got baby step 2 debt, which would be any debt, I guess, other than a mortgage. Alrighty. Which amphibian 6678 working multiple jobs of those who work more than one job, mainly those working a full-time and a part-time or 2 full-time. How do you do it? What's your advice to those wanting or needing to do that? To do that while you're young, because it'll be easier for you to work a full-time and a part-time or 2 full-time jobs. That'll be much, much easier for you to do that when you're in your 20s than when you're in your 50s or 60s. So do that while you are young. For me, it was kind of a perfect situation because I did computers, computer repair, and did work the 10 to 7 shift doing that. And so it just so happened the Menards, that was about 7 minutes away from there, was hiring, and their morning shift was 5 to 9. So I would have work 5 to 9 and then go to my 10 to 7 job. And that not being that physical was a great way to manage that, where the job at Menards was stocking, and that was all physical. And it even also worked out where they would often have other stuff for me to do after 9 o'clock. And so I was actually able to spend as long as I wanted there until I went to the other job. So I would sometimes work until 9:50. And so that would be 50 minutes of extra pay until I had to go there. Now, if it was a rough day and I needed a shower first, I built in time for that too. But then I could still get a half hour. I could work a half hour over and still get a shower and get to my full-time job on time. So something like that is great. So I mean, that worked out well for me. It's just something that you can do. Like anything, the standard is the delivery stuff, especially the on-demand, where you get to decide exactly when you work, like Uber stuff, like in Uber delivery or Uber taxiing people, driving people. And that you get to decide. You hit the thing, you open up the app and you say, I'm working now. And then they give you jobs to provide rides to people. And then when you get tired of it, you can say, not working anymore. And so that's the best, because that you can set that to you. Any other thing, like if it's a retail establishment, you're going to have set hours because they're going to be making a schedule. Not that many retails say, just come in when you feel like it. See, Ryan Lee. Lump sum mutual funds purchase. Hi guys. If I have a lump sum to invest in mutual funds / ETFs, would it be better to spread out the purchase of these shares over time or just buy them all at once? For example, let's say I have $2,000. Should I buy $100 worth fund a day for 2 weeks to take advantage of the highs, lows, or just buy it all when I have the funds and move on? Yo, baby, I'll be moving on. No, you pay off debt and invest immediately when you have the money. You don't save up a bunch of money and then pay off debt. You don't save up a bunch of money and then invest because you make less money because you're not taking advantage of the highs and lows. So you buy 100 worth a day as you have it, and you don't save up the $2,000. Now, if you have $2,000, you can put that in immediately, but so you wouldn't have a lump sum either and then spread that out over time. No. So this person is trying to time time it to try to take advantage. Like that way, no, you just put it in immediately, and that way you get all the growth from X time to X time without you screwing it up by trying to pick the day to buy. And so, yeah. So that works both ways. You don't do lump sums for anything except, down payment, obviously. And if but we, with the financial advice, we work with where you are right now. And so if you've already saved up that money, then you would just put all that $2,000 into that. All right. And if it's retirement, of course, as you know, Mr. Ramsey advises managed mutual funds because they can make more than the index even after you take out the higher expense ratio. You just have to not be lazy. You just have to look for them on the internet. Every bit of information about every single mutual fund is on the internet, so you can compare them. BFAB Killer 02. Finally feeling some traction and feels amazed, totes amazed. Came out of college with no savings and $3,000 in credit card debt. That's not bad. If you're going to have an amount of credit card debt, that's better than $3,001 and better than most people come out with. Is there student loans? Are there student loans? Are there student loans? Didn't say. Was lucky enough to have no student loans. There we go. Found Dave and started following his philosophy once I landed my first job. Excellent. $66K a year within my first 2 paychecks. I've managed to finish baby step 1 and pay off one of my cards. Excellent. Sometimes it hurts to see that money leave my checking right away, but it feels way better with peace of mind getting out of debt. Exactly. That's your financial peace right there in action. Only 21, just a baby. This person has freaking 40 years or so in the market. I pay $13.25 in rent and have all living expenses on myself now. I'm in a blessed situation. And getting out of this makes me realize... I'll click on this makes me realize it... I didn't... There it is. Makes me realize it even more. Okay, I knew it wasn't much. I thought it was going to be something a little bit better than even more. But okay, that's fine. All right, baby step 2 player. Yep, so you just pay out the rest of it. And get through the baby steps as fast as you can. Pretend like you're still a broke college student. Even with that first job, don't have lifestyle creep. And then, you'll be all good. You'll be all good. 2 mix, 1337. Super low rate, fixed interest, home mortgage, okay? Hi, y'all. Hi, guys. I come from a very different place, small country in the Mediterranean, Malta, which is very shielded by India's government. Not his, likely not English, not his first language. I'll deal it. Or her. Maybe her. Maybe. Never know on the internet. Right, Ellie? In fact, mid-2024, we are still privileged with a fixed interest of 1% mortgage. It's called a home loan here. Okay. Well, that's what it is here too. We just also have the name mortgage on it. That is fixed for 4 years. Our country is also very densely populated with flourishing economy. So rental prices have been on a steep increase for the past 15 plus years. Always had a good 100% occupancy rate till now. That being said, property rises have also been on the rise. No surprise, where at one point we saw our houses doubling it. Again, shout out to Troy's story. Doubling first, and then a constant 5 to 10% increase year on year. Well, I think Malta seems like they're trying to catch up to what everybody else is doing in the economy. With this knowledge in mind, what are your thoughts about taking a home loan here? Well, Dave's advice is to pay cash in full for the house, but he won't yell at you for taking a home loan, which is a mortgage. So you just have to buy it within his guidelines, and that is a 15-year fixed rate loan. No telling if that's even offered in that country. It may not be. But like if it's a longer term, you just make plans to pay it off and make sure you can pay it off as though it was a 15-year. And on a fix, maybe they don't do fixed, they do the fixed of 1%, fixed for 4 years, and then what? Then it may go up. So you would want to try to pay it down as much as possible. Didn't say any debt. So if you don't have any debt, you're in much better place to do this. Much better situation. Saving cash to buy a home is impossible as inflation is way too heavy and property prices are skyrocketing. Most people can already barely afford a home, so sometimes it feels like it's now or never. Come hold me tight. Yeah, unless there's things that... let's just scan and see if there's other things. For the down payment or the mortgage. No loan for down payment, right? You need to fork out 10% yourself, okay? First time home buyer, do at least 10% here in the Estados Unidos. That would be 20% if you want to avoid PMI. That's the mortgage at 1% for X years, and then goes up to around 3%. That's still, people in the United States would love to have a 3%. So you can then decide to refinance with another bank to maybe get another fixed rate for X years. Okay, so yeah, all that's fine. This is where I differ from Dave a bit. If you feel they will keep going up, your ability to save for the down payment gets more and more difficult. In my situation, we bought a home even though interest rates are high. Dave doesn't say wait, so I don't know what you're talking about different from Dave. Dave says buy the house when you can afford the house. And that means you're only paying on your mortgage payment is 25% approximately of your take-home pay. So let's see, home we wanted, refinancing is relatively easy, and we plan to make extra payments every month to get that principal balance down. Okay. To me, it feels like Dave knows this, but well, I can't see it because my camera's in my way and I can't scroll it up higher. But Dave knows this, but somehow can't preach it. What are you talking about? He knows what? He doesn't tell people not to buy when the interest rates are high. That's stupid if Timely Extension thinks this. That's dumb because that doesn't happen. So I don't understand what it is here. I don't see anything here that is a problem. So I don't know, the person from Malta, again, maybe English not the first language, give them a break. But this person here, this Redditor, I think is from America, and I don't know what. It's not for if you feel that they are going up, you don't buy it because the prices are going to go up, I better buy now. No, you buy when you can afford it, and if you can afford it, meaning that mortgage payment is going to be even after it goes to, you said 3%. So you figure out what it is going to be at 3% and make sure you can pay that. Make sure that amount is going to be about 3% of your take-home pay. 25% of your take-home pay. Once they make it at 3%. Yeah, so I don't know what that other guy was talking about. A lot of times, detractors are often misinformed just because they're dumb. Alrighty. Okay, I guess we'll leave it there. And guess what? Answering your financial questions stream will be tomorrow and Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So join me on there. Once again, if you like the songs, you can listen to previously recorded versions of those. Most of them are the original live debut usually, but this one, You Belong Debt Free, I did more of a studio version. It was still me singing it live here to a karaoke track as well. And so maybe I'll do that I should do that song on the next after show. But anyway, and that's more like a professional video. It has the reels going around. And then I put different pictures of people being debt free and other things related to the lyrics in the song there. But anyway, I listen to those songs if you are so inclined. And again, more Ramsey Show after show shows on in this playlist. Alrighty. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. And thank you so very much for watching. Any second you watch, thank you so much for each individual second of those. And here's what we say: make smart financial decisions every day.